sweating. Minus 30 and I'm sweating. So I don't know. I think some folk are gonna have to explain this one to me. Come out and they don't have a lot of the well, they weren't finished. They didn't finish yesterday's hay. I thought when it was like super cold, they would have been out here first thing in the sun and just recharging and eating. And there's like 15%, 20% still left out here. Weird. I think there's a couple of them still in the yard. Well, I'll give them their bales, and if they don't have it eaten up tomorrow as it starts to get warmer, when it gets warmer and the more humidity, maybe they'll start eating more, but that was weird. Anyway, I'll give them their hay. They eat it. Welcome back to the channel. Pardon my sniffing. Boy, oh boy, has it been, what are we at? Thursday. It's been a Thursday already. It's been like 4 Mondays all wrapped up in a Thursday. Why is the calving box here sitting here, Piper Doug? There's a puddle of water and tire tracks from a truck. Why is your half-finished gate sitting up there? Well, thank you for asking. So it takes for a morning of minus 33 for your truck to say, oh, I didn't want my block heater to work. It was plugged in all night. It was even run just at supper time to go to town. Plugged in all night, would not start. Dead as a dodo, all that nonsense. So, thankfully, the tractors behaved, touch wood. Got all that stuff done. And I literally took the tailgate off the dually. That way I didn't damage it. Wrapped that chain around the flat tongue hitch, the receiver hitch on the back of the truck. Picked it up from in front of the house by the loader. Dragged it out, turned it around and nosed it in here. Dropped it off and sat it in here for an hour with 3 of the heaters. That heater needs either looked at or replaced because it's squealing. I think the bearings are out on it, which is crappy considering this workshop is only 5 years old. So that sucks. So I had all those heaters going and then I slid that heater underneath the oil pan. And she was not liking starting, but she started. So there's something wrong where my glow plugs won't cycle normally. That's why I hate push button starts. Give me a key start every time. Because that way you can cycle the glow plugs as often as you want. But no. Oh yeah, my favorite part. Key fob not detected. Key fob not detected. Because when it gets cold, that stupid little thing won't send a signal to the ignition that it's right there, right beside it. So you got to keep the key fob in the house, which I suppose for other people is normal, but around here, no, you don't. Because, and this is a big thing with us, leave the keys in your vehicle. Because if someone's coming to your yard to steal a vehicle, let them have it. Don't make them want to come into your house. Don't. That's our belief and we're sticking to it. Far rather lose a vehicle than what else? Not right, Toothless. Yeah, exactly. So, I'm gonna go get this hooked up to the trailer and then probably go in the house and get a warm beverage because it's still scunnered out there. And here's a great one for you folks. Today's high in the afternoon is 24 degrees. That's not the high of today. The warmest part of today is at midnight. It's to be minus 18 at midnight. That's the warmest part of today. That's how screwy balooey today is. Craziness. What do you think, Toothless? Nothing? I fed you food. What else do you want? Huh? I gave you some of those little cup things with the gravy in them because you were so dry you kept getting shocks off me. Oh yeah, I gotta do your kitty litter, but you'll wait till after the cows go. Yeah. Okay, let's go get some craziness on. Oh, missed it. Oh my gosh. Well, this year. The owl. Owl is my symbol for my mum. And out beyond, and I'm not kidding about this, out beyond the owl was a big honking moose standing away off in the distance in the middle of, I think it's a hayfield. It's straight north of Cadillacs. So, oh my gosh, talk about symbolisms. All I need now is for a big jackrabbit to run out, and that would be indicative of Mrs. Piper Duck's dad. But yeah, like I said, you get a wee lump in your throat driving away from dropping off a load like that. Like dropping calves off, that's one thing, but dropping off a golden girl, yeah, it'll be a solemn feeling back in the yard with that pen empty now. I just gotta go and load up Mark's mum's little cab, because that's it weaned. So we'll load it up and then we'll just shoot it across the road in the trailer to the calf pen. Well, it was a bit of a short evening, but a lot of finky cuts. Yeah, if I had 1-inch flat bar, this would have went way quicker, but I don't. So it's a whole bunch of hinky cut inch square tubing. Now, those keen-eyed will be like, whoa, something's weird at the end there. Yeah, I had a stick. Oh crap. I used the top bar as a straight edge, and then I went and cut it up. Oh, Piper Doug, you dummy. I meant to use the 8-foot cutoffs to make all these short pieces for that, but I'll just drag another stick in from across the road. It was just the last one was a little short, so I had to just tuck it up a little bit shorter. But so yeah, that's the hinge end. So that way it's taking all of the weight of the gate right by the hinge, as high up as possible, because once tin goes onto this, it's going to start getting pretty heavy. And the good thing is they are actually threaded round rod through the 6x6 posts, so it's not like the hinges are going to come out of the wood. So I'm going to stand it up out of the way and bring my truck in for the night, because I have to go to Brandon tomorrow. Get the last of my shopping done, and got a couple of appointments. And then I can flip this over and finish welding the other side, and then I've got the hinges tacked. Because there were two spacer and then the hinge, I didn't want to go and run the bead of weld, because it would start pulling it even with the C-clamps on there, because it's against the ground. It wouldn't have any pressure. Anyway, no worries. I will get back to this hopefully tomorrow night, and you'll see this before the end of the video, because there's not much more to do to it. Well, now that I've got to go and cut another top bar, dummy. Or I could actually just weld a couple of those together. They are 8-footers. Yeah, I could do that. Top bar doesn't matter so much, because as you can see, the actual gate rigidity is down here. So the top one. There you go. Thank you for putting that in there, people. Yeah. So I'll just gonna stand this up, scoot it out of the way, and bring the truck in. And then that's me for the night. We'll see you in the next clip. Well, folks, we ain't in the Shire no more. We're at my favorite lunchtime stop off. Support local beef. Don't support McDonald's. A&W. Yeah. Of course, Piper Doug goes Christmas shopping on Friday the 13th. That's what you do. But the good thing is, Piper Doug is not the kind to... I kill them with kindness. That really gets under their skin, especially the grumpy ones. I always make sure to make a big deal over the poor ones at the cash register. Just wish them all a Merry Christmas. Remember that, folks. It's not Happy Holidays, it's Merry Christmas. I don't care what shape, color, size you are. You're getting a Merry Christmas from this guy. Okay, I'm gonna have a pit stop and then get back at her and then get back home as quickly as possible. Well, folks, final fittings for my chompers, and I was in there for an hour and a half for the total out of my day, so I would have been done ages ago. Got a truck full of stuff that I can't show you because Mrs. Piper Duck would kill me. And I managed to procure some stuff for the Piper Duck channel for some projects coming up that are, I have a mountain of Princess Auto gift certificates I've been saving up for ages, so I finally started spending some of that. And you know what? I was doing really well. I was spreading the Christmas cheer. Wherever possible, I would say the magic words that everybody hates to hear, or everybody in mainstream media hates to hear. Merry Christmas. You have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. And for the most part, most people would say it back, or just you too, because they're governed by the store rules, blah, blah, blah. Everything was going great. I managed to even get in and out of Walmart safely without encountering too much nonsense till the parking lot. Yep, because I parked this truck on the end of a row where I have lots of space, and I was starting to pull out, and there was a guy coming behind me in a truck, and he did the signal, and I was like, yeah, you can pull my spot. So I went to pull out. This young lady and her boyfriend, because they were youngsters, in a little make-believe SUV thing, come tearing across and not down the rows in the parking lot, but the nip-throughs, you know, the little sideway things, you all know what I'm talking about. She gave me the dirtiest look, some sort of weird hand signal, which will remain nameless, and I can read lips. Needless to say, if you can hear this truck, I opened this thing up like all hell's let loose, and I went after them, and boy did they run. I was doing so well up until then. There was no need for that. They were ripping through the connecting lanes. I was on the end of the lane already half out, letting somebody back in, and they give me the evils. Oh, Piper Dog was ripping. Oh, the old 6.7 was popping and back farting like nobody's business. I think they knew they had, at that point, they knew they'd fricked up. Yep. Anyway, got all my shopping done. Even got myself a Timmy's. And then for all those between Saskatchewan and Manitoba, go to Henry's Meats. Oh, if you haven't been to Henry's Meats, they produce all kinds of meat delicacies based on absolutely spot on European recipes, and it's all farm raised meat. No processed crap, no dyes, no injections. All, they butcher them, they put them straight in your food. So haggis pies, sausages, flat sausage, blood pudding, you name it, they make it. Get to Henry's Meats. If I can remember, I'll put it in the description. Like I said, if you're in eastern Saskatchewan, or you know what, anywhere in Saskatchewan, it's worth the drive. Henry's Meats. Yummy. Anyway, back to the farm, get cows to feed. Checking on the girls. There's still hay out in the field, but they're in here eating the straw. But I have to tell you, yeah, this hurts my heart. That pen's empty. Has to be done though. And the old girl that was still kind of at foot, her calf's the one in here yodeling, so that's what it is. This, boy, Piper Doug made a really funky door in the corral wall. There. For the boys. Just gotta watch you don't decapitate one of them. So yeah, this door and they chain together and the wall is done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, that way we don't have an opening in the wall because it's right in line with the driveway. Plus that way I don't have to go into that pen because it's long and thin. It just saves having to get in there amongst the bulls and jostle me. Just have to unwrap the bale out here. So, yeah. Okay, back at her. So, like I said, after my little trip to Brandon, and before I get to Christmas, because one of my favorite things that I placed an order for, hey Tootles, is Princess Auto gift cards, and I've been stacking up for quite a while, so I figured I better get to using some of them. So this is my haul today. Now I only use maybe half of them, so I still do have some stuff that's on my shopping list, but like I said to Mrs. Piper Doug, I'm only going to buy what I know I need. And this was on sale, and this is going to come in very handy for the feed rail project. So this will be for doing all of the saddle cuts on the oil pipe, because I'll have a whole lot of little angles to cut. So this is definitely going to be nicer than trying to use a whole bunch of cut off blades and stuff. So this little, it's a corded, it's not a cordless. Because I have my big generator, I'll have it out there welding, so I have a power supply for this on the job, so that'll be good. Picked up a couple of spare blades for it. Picked up paint pans, because I've been using chalk and soapstone. I've never used paint pans for doing marking, and I'm going to see if it's any easier for getting close cuts. So, and I know this was a conversation we were having in a previous video. So I picked up one of these smaller blades to fit my wood miter saw. So the one thing that was a touchy subject that someone said, so these blades are covered up to 4,000 RPM. This saw runs at 5,000 RPM. So the worry is that it's going to start shedding carbon teeth, whatever they call them, those hardened teeth. This blade didn't cost that much. It was like, what the heck was it, 40 bucks? So I'm only going to be cutting inch square tubing with this. This will never be doing oil field pipe, because that's my next thing, is because I got this for doing the handheld cutting, but I'm actually going to get an Evolution saw that runs the big blades, the 14 inch, because this is a 10 inch for these. So I am getting a proper saw for that, but I like to have this smaller one for doing smaller cuts. Isn't that right, Toopers? Yeah. So yeah, that's my haul. So I've got the gate flipped over, so I'm going to do final welds on this side. I've got to come up with a plan for the gate latch. So I think the gate latch is probably going to be on this one. We're going to do a chain and a bolt, because even with being sure, I'm always going to have a safety chain on them too. So once I get all that done, then I'm going to flip the gate around, and then we're going to make the top rail that you guys screwed up on last night when I cut that up and you didn't stop me from cutting up that pipe. You know you did that thing you did. Anyway, let's get to welding. Yeah. Uh-huh. What? Okay. Uh-huh. Really? Really? Gonna do some sketchy stuff. Do-da, do-da. Hope I get away with this. Oh, the do-da-day. Gonna do some sketchy stuff. Oh, the do-da-day. Hope the cows don't catch me doing it until I get them unwrapped. That way they don't start bugging me. So now that we've had 47 meters of snow, kind of running out of places to put the hay, as you can see, and yeah, we could probably make them hunt for it a bit better. But what I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to put down one bale and then set out 2 more bales if they need it. and that way they can just forage. And then there's also bale feeders to go too. So I'll just set these ones off the pack, and that way they'll just push out new bits of ground. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, and did I mention they're calling for snow tomorrow and the next day. So there's that. There's that. So I didn't want to leave a whole bunch more hay laying out in the ground here just to get snowed on and wasted. So yeah, because we needed snow, because we're running out. Yeah. Just filling up with snow, guys. Won't be mowing any grass for a while. So I got some bad news to give everybody. So whilst backing in for the last load, which was a single cow going up the road, Piper Doug had an accident. Yep. Bumper's toast. And now the back end of this quarter is toast. So the front end met with an untimely accident with a straw bale. Now the back end is about that far shoved forward. So I think the plan now, because that's damaged, that's well and truly damaged, and some of you might know, this part of the truck box get crushed all the way down in. Now I cut the box, the inside of the box open, pushed everything back out, and I fixed it. But it's a Piper Doug fix. As you can see, the paint line. But I think I did pretty good considering it was panned right in. So basically, the only thing that's good on this box now is this part of the panel. So I think the plan, I'm going to be looking for a work deck. Now, I don't think I'm just going to be looking for a flat deck. I think I'm going to look for a work deck that has boxes underneath, and then I'll have the receiver hitch and all of that other stuff. So yeah, sad day. Yeah, truck just went sideways backing in through the gate to the crush. And yeah, they don't make trucks very strong anymore. So yeah, that ratchet strap's holding it on because the little dowel, as you can see, is bent at an angle. So, shucky darn. Oh well, that answers a lot of questions. Isn't that right, Nutters? Hey, baby. Well, I'm gonna start taking the Golden Girls pen down, and then we're heading away tonight. So this is probably gonna be, oh, I probably should just sign out. Hi, Addie. So yeah, this is probably going to be the end of the video. Just gonna do some putting the wheels back on the crush and start taking the chains and all the straps off. Ooh, it's cold. Now, saying it's cold compared to the last couple of weeks is silly, but so yeah, we're having a Christmas party with some friends tonight, the Harabaks, and then yeah, so we'll be back at it tomorrow. Maybe do the rest of the fuel filter changes in that orange tractor. If we have time, I'm maybe going to take that fuel pump off, that primer pump, and take a look at it, because it might be the problem, because the fuel is flowing from the tank quite easy. So it's goodbye from the moose, and it's tatty bye from the Piper Doug. Okay. Hey, wee girl. The Astro. See? We got Herefords you can clap. Isn't that right, Astro? You tell them why you're called Astro? The moment she was born, a meteor, shooting star, whatever you call them, came into the atmosphere. Isn't that right, you sweet girl? Yeah. Little Astro. Okay, who else we got? Oh, we got the matriarch in the making. We got our little Candy, Puddin's last kid. Oh, she'll be running the show for long. Then we got Peanutters. Hey, Nuts. Peanut is Candy's niece. Peanut was born to Candy's sister. Then we got Scully. Scully's our cool little critter. It's got very cool markings. And yeah, so we got a really good grip for being quite calm for being first time in cab heifers. So yeah. Okay, I'm done now. I'm away. Bye bye.